I got approved 3 times the rent for income in 2 weeks, and I can't. And it doesn't matter that I'm working multiple jobs. It doesn't matter that I barely sleep and can barely afford to feed myself.
The combined wealth of the 657 billionaires in the country grew more than $1.3 trillion.
$1.3 trillion richer.
$1.3 trillion richer.
There's a lot of people hurting out here. You know, a lot of people.
The bills keep coming.
I made $7.50 an hour at Taco Bell.
The richest people in the world are doing great.
Billionaires have never been richer.
I could barely pay my bills. I had a hard time covering basic expenses like clothes and rent.
The biggest gainer over the last year is Elon Musk.
It's so hot today. I still have 85 more stops to do.
I make $7.25 an hour, which comes out to a little more than $10,000 a year. I have never made more than $15 in my years of working.
I'm Jeff Bezos.
What is your claim to fame?
I'm the founder of Amazon.com.
Not everybody has money for food, baby. Sometimes mama doesn't have money for food.
Yeah.
80 million people lost their job over the past year, 18 million are currently collecting unemployment, and billionaires have increased their wealth by 44%. The income inequality gap in America has never been more blatant. My name is Alyssa Bernardino. Thanks for being here. Tens of millions of people are struggling to afford adequate food and pay rent, and we're seeing huge increases in the amount of people applying for SNAP. 1 in 6 adult renters aren't caught up on rent, and the number's even more grim for people of color and people with children. In the last 7 days, more than 1 in 3 adults have had difficulty paying for usual expenses like food, rent, car payments, or even medical bills. And from profits earned during the pandemic alone, billionaires could have paid for nearly 70% of the $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill. You know, the bill that sparked debate over whether people making over $50,000 deserved a stimulus check. Topping the list of billionaires with the greatest growth were Elon Musk, who is nearly $140 billion richer, Jeff Bezos, who is $65 billion richer, and Mark Zuckerberg, who is $47 billion richer.
Bezos and Musk now own more wealth than the bottom 40%.
Nice job, team.
The country also got 43 new billionaires last year, including Airbnb CEO Brian Chesky, which is incredible given that Airbnb saw a huge drop in occupancy rates at the start of the pandemic and doesn't expect to recover from those losses until September of this year. And while the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, Republicans in Congress only want to aggravate the problem. Their new plan? Trying to repeal the estate tax, which would benefit a whopping 5,000 extremely wealthy households.
Repealing the estate tax would only benefit the top 0.1% who inherit over $11.7 million. 99.9% of the American people would not receive a penny if this legislation began.
So while the majority struggle, overwhelmed and unable to afford food and housing,
They tipped me $1.50 and Uber paid me $2.50. I'm about to be homeless for the 3rd time since May.
remember that a select few are getting richer than we could ever imagine. Thanks for watching.